Hello, hello. Let's see. We are trying to go live on Instagram at the same time. And this is interesting. Just say it like that. I have to go live on StreamYard and then go live on Instagram too. So hopefully it's live on Instagram. Welcome, welcome. So this is the second time I've done this one today. Some streaming issues, some issues with my tech today. But you know what? It's not like I can't do this twice, and here we are doing it a second time. So, just in case you missed it, today we're talking about the breaking the myth, the truth about work-life balance. Is work-life balance really achievable? Or as you may hear going around, is it a myth? Is it a lie? Well, it's time to break the myth and actually reveal the truth. That's what I'm doing here today. Work life balance is not about dividing your time equally between work and your personal life. Let's talk about it. My name is Dr. Twanna Carter of TwannaCarter.com, and my mission is to empower you, stressed, busy women, professional Black women, to overcome imposter syndrome, self criticism, and doubt so that you can find peace of mind, achieve your career goals, and maintain a fulfilling work life balance. Right? If this is something that you're interested in, working with me one on one, you can check out my VIP career services. The link is right there down below, and I'll also link in the description. So let's jump right in because this is what you're here for. Newsflash, here it is. Work life balance is not about reaching a destination, it is a continuous journey. This is where so many women miss the boat, and why work life balance can kind of seem like a myth or fairy tale. Work life balance is about finding harmony and fulfillment in both your personal and your professional life. Instead of chasing a perfect balance, focus on prioritizing your time and your energy. Set clear boundaries between your work and your professional life. Find out what truly matters to you and make that the priority. And remember, your personal life deserves as much attention as your professional one. So, do take the time to rest, recharge, and nurture your relationships, the only relationships that bring you joy. Now, I get it. Some of you may be like, well, I work as much as I do because some of these relationships, they're not working out for me. Find some more relationships. Also, engage in activities that bring meaning and fulfillment outside of work. And to that end, I have 5 unusual yet effective ways to enhance yourself, particularly for professional women. So let's go ahead and get started. Number 1, creative visualization and mindful dreaming. Some of you may have heard of it as mental rehearsal. It's also called that. This is where we encourage the practice of visualizing an ideal work life balance scenario in a relaxed state. Perhaps before you go to sleep, just somewhere where you relax. This technique, which is rooted in both hypnosis and positive psychology, it allows the subconscious mind to explore the possibilities beyond the constraints of the daily grind. One of the things that we found out the research showed during the pandemic is that Black and Latina women have a heavier responsibility when it comes to taking care of family members, multiple family members. So when you're caught up in everything that's going on in work and taking care of mom or grandmother or aunt or uncle or nieces and nephews and children and spouses, you can get lost in this situation, right? So this is about visualizing yourself in a harmonious work-life balance that can set the stage for real life changes and decision making. So that's number one. And I am actually hearing a little bit of me on Instagram over here. So hopefully you guys are not getting that double echo feed thing that kind of drops you crazy, right? So number two, unplug. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the chat just in case anybody wants to see it afterwards. Number one, because these are unusual things, and that the whole goal is to get you to the point where you're doing self-care. That's how you practice, right? Work-life balance. When you're not working, you got to be able to do self-care. So I'm going to drop number one in the chat there, creative visualization and mindful dream. Now we're going to number two. Number two is intentional unplugging retreats. Now, I know when we hear retreats, we often think about, maybe a week long retreat or, a weekend long retreat. Well, when you unplug from your tech, you choose the time that you're going to do that retreat. Make it yours. How long do you want it to be? Right? Scheduling regular unplugging retreats where your tech is completely set aside for 8 hours a day, 4 hours a weekend, or the entire weekend, right? These retreats, when you do that, you can be spending time in nature. You can be doing things like practicing mindfulness or engaging in activities that rejuvenate your soul. Maybe you are a painter and God knows you haven't painted for a while. Maybe you are a sculptor, maybe a singer, maybe a dancer. Right? And sometimes it's just simply about sitting in silence and enjoying the peace and the silence, right? This helps to reset the mind as well as it reduces stress and the constant connectivity that often comes with high powered careers and all the tech. Because I know, if you're like me, I got two iPads, I got an iPhone, I have an Android, and I have two laptops and a Chromebook. That's a lot of connectivity. You have to be intentional about unplugging, walking away, and just spending some time in nature. And here's the thing, even if you can't get to nature, there's a way that you can bring nature to you. And we're going to talk about that. So just hold on in a few moments. We'll talk about that. Uh, two things for now. All right. So number three. Number three is a cultural immersion for self-care. I'll put that in the chat as well. So cultural immersion. All right. So there you have it. And I see that I don't see that these are showing up out there on um, Instagram. So let me go back and see, because this is my first time streaming to you live on StreamYard for Instagram. So we're gonna work some things out. I'm actually learning while I'm doing this. So yeah, there's a reason why. So I guess it's post. It's not on there, but we'll keep it. Ah, there it is. That one showed up. All right, we're learning something new. Totally outside my comfort zone a little bit. I've done obviously lives on Instagram, but never via StreamYard. So got a separate place there. So yes, now we're talking about cultural immersion as self-care. Now, if you are like and you love to travel, and not only do I love to travel, I'm also a foodie. Okay. Love it, love it, love it. Planning a 3-week trip to Japan, Korea, and Thailand, and we're coming back to Ohio. So I love to travel. So for those of you out there who love traveling, you're also a foodie like me, integrating cultural immersion into your self-care can be a profoundly enriching event, right? You can plan short trips, you can plan local trips, or you can plan a 3-week vacation. You don't have to do a 3-week vacation. Whatever works for you, right? And what you do is you're searching for those local experiences or those experiences that immerse you into that culture. This not only provides a refreshing break from the work world, but it also broadens your perspective and enhances your creative thinking. And when you do that, it is beneficial to both your problem solving and your leadership. A lot of people think that we do our best work when we're on a problem. We're like, okay, we're right, totally in flow. We're working on it. No, we are our most creative when our brains are just allowed to go wherever they will. Just that rest state, just being, just sitting, being, right? Well, not always being a human being doing, but just being a human being, right? So that's the third one, cultural emotion emergence. And you will be surprised sometimes at the culture that you can find locally around you. I'm in Maryland right now. I'm not from Maryland. There's so many cultural things from here. And even when I do go back to Alabama, there are cultural things that I didn't necessarily grow up with. There's so much you can do to immerse yourself, and it's getting a break. It's like learning at the same time getting a break too. That's the win. Okay. So number four, and I told you we would get to let's see, call it number four here. I told you we get back to this nature thing. And so yes, that's what we're going to do. We're going to get back to the nature. So number four, as you can see, I'm popping it out there into the world so you can see is aqua meditation or water therapy, right? Whichever one. I kind of like aqua meditation, or agua. I'm taking a Spanish class on Duolingo, so I'm trying to practice a teensy tiny bit of my Spanish there. Now, I actually have a deep connection with water. I just love water. Rivers, streams, streams, channels, oceans. I love it all, right? So incorporating water elements into your meditation or your self-care practice can be uniquely beneficial. It could be something as simple as taking a meditative walk by a lake or on the beach, or even water-based relaxation techniques like floating therapy. Oh, I love to just float on the water, whether at the beach, and the ocean's fairly calm and I'm just floating, or I'm doing it in a pool, or I'm doing it. I have a hot tub, like I go and just float on the hot tub, right? The soothing properties of water can actually aid in reducing anxiety, and it also fosters a sense of peace. Here's the thing, right? Because I actually grew up in Alabama, so it makes no sense why I love water like I do because I didn't grow up next to water. But no matter, because you can be out in nature or be next to water, or you can do like I do. Like right now, I have pictures of my screensavers, pictures of beaches, right? So I have a beach over here with the huts over the water, and then over here I have another one where it's just where the palm tree is waving over water. Pictures of nature or pictures of water are just as relaxing as if you can actually get out and walk on the beach. That's why I love Costa Rica. We were right on the beach, walked outside 25 feet, bam, I'm on the beach walking. But a picture would do you just as well as a physical walk. So, yeah, if you're landlocked and you don't have the water, just get a picture. Do like I do. All of my screensavers are pictures of water, right? Because I do, again, I don't just tell you guys this stuff, but I actually live this stuff and it's important to me. And I love water therapy, anything that has anything to do with therapy. And so this last one, you probably heard people say, hey, yes, definitely volunteer. But you'll want to volunteer in unfamiliar places, things that are kind of unfamiliar to you, unfamiliar domains, right? Why? Hey, Tracy. So Tracy has joined on Instagram. She says Tracy, the one and only, is her name. So welcome, Tracy. This is my first time streaming on Instagram using StreamYard. So it's a work in progress. So when not all, so it's not just about volunteering, which you've heard about volunteering, but it's engaging in volunteer work in areas that certainly are not related to your job or your professional field, but also that are out of your comfort zone, right? And what makes this puts a little twist on it. This can offer a refreshing perspective and it's definitely a break from the routine stresses of work and work, so that you can find life. And sometimes life is stressful as well, depending on like if you have kids or you're a caregiver, you have a routine where you got to take care of people. Volunteering is a place where you can take a break from that. And volunteering can also be a grounding experience, reminding you of the broader picture of life, as well as fostering a sense of community and connection. And so each of these 5 methods, and I've got them all listed out there, they offer a unique approach to achieving a more balanced life. Remember, right? Work-life balance is not a destination. I got it, last Friday I got work-life balance, and now I'm balanced forever and for more. No, it is a continuous journey, right? This is making sure that you are catering to your emotional health, to your mental health, to your psychological, to your spiritual well-being. All right. Because if not, we get caught up with the going, doing, and that's how we get burned out. So by stepping outside of the conventional practices of self-care, you can actually discover new ways to rejuvenate and maintain a fulfilling career without compromising your personal happiness or your health. Right? Also, in this manner, you can let go of guilt because this is what happens to my clients. We go in and we talk about self-care, we talk about that work-life balance, and spending time on you, not just with other folks, but time on you. We get guilt tripped. That's what we do as women. We get feel guilty about it. Doing it this way enables you to let go of the guilt and understand that it's okay to say no. Say no and set limits. Limits being, this is my personal time. I won't be doing anything during this time. Schedule it in, put it on your calendar, do whatever you need to do to take care of it, right? And this is not about being busy or being available 24/7, but rather about being present and engaged in the moments that matter. When you're with folks, you're engaged versus your mind going 1,000 miles per hour, thinking of the next 20 things you need to do and how you need to get done, right? And so again, you say it one more time. Take care of your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, and your spiritual health. Those are all important, right? And practice self-care and incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. Just that sense of being. Okay. And by taking care of yourself, you'll be equipped to handle the demands of work and life. And you'll be able to prioritize progress over trying to be perfect, like perfectly balanced. Nah, don't worry about that. Toss it out of the window. It is about choosing what you're going to prioritize, being intentional about it, and then following through. As well, be flexible, right? Because your priorities shift. Maybe it is your kids or maybe it is your family who's really important for the next month or so, and work takes a backseat. It's okay because maybe there's a time when work is at the forefront and everyone else is taking a little backseat. But at no point during that time should you always be the one in the backseat and never getting your self-care in, right? And so again, this is about you finding a rhythm that really works for you and then adjusting as you need to, right? Work-life balance, I like to give the image of most of us is we're adults now, but we've been on the seesaw before. And you almost never go to the seesaw and just sit there balanced. Who does that? We don't. We go up and we go down. That's work-life balance. It's up and it's down, and you're balancing according to the rhythm that works for you. So definitely embrace the truth about work-life balance. It's about creating a life that aligns with your values and your goals or intentions and aspirations. All right. Find joy, find fulfillment and happiness in both your work and your professional life. Thank you for watching this video. And if you enjoyed it, be sure if you're not already on YouTube, go to YouTube and subscribe to our channel. We're up to 912 subscribers at last count. Thank you so much for that. And when you subscribe, you'll get way more insightful content. And remember that you have the power. You have the power to break the myth and create a life that works for you. Thank you for joining. Take care, and I will see you on the next